ITP 263, Task 6, Assignment 3, Rehabilitation. Hello, James. Thanks for coming in to Voc Rehab. Really glad to see you today. This is our third time meeting, and we've got some tasks in front of us to take care of so that we can help you in your goal of getting back to work. Tell me how things have been going for you the last couple of weeks. You've been checking the newspaper and seeing if there were any jobs that you were interested in. Did you come up with any ideas for jobs that you'd be interested in?
I did some online searching, and I made some calls. And I did find something that I might have liked, and I went to visit it.
So are you thinking that you're going to be working again, or are you happy being a retired person?
I'm happy being retired. 2 years ago, I had surgery.
So now are you able to
And now
get around like you
I've
used
been
to
better.
before? Are you able to drive and live life the way you used to? So many of the clients that I see
Yes.
have had some kind of a surgery or have had something wrong with their back, and they're interested in getting into some kind of work that's not going to hurt them. So what we could do, if you were interested, we could take a look at what jobs would still be open to you, even though you've had this problem with your neck. Would you be interested in looking and seeing, along with me, looking for what kind of jobs might be out there that you could do, maybe for 4 hours a day or 2 hours a day? Would you be interested in that?
Well, I'm not quite sure. I only want to work a little bit, about 30 hours a week, and with my neck hurting and between work and going home, standing up and bending down are kind of hard for me to do. I couldn't work all day. Maybe about 4 hours or so.
Tell me what kind of work you have done in the past. You said you've been an upholsterer?
Yes. I don't know, the opposite of that. I did work with heavy materials, and I worked a lot with my hands. My daughter took me to see the doctor, and he called me later and told me I might have arthritis in my wrists. And he let me know if I could either have the options of treatment, one of them being surgery. And I just didn't want
Tell me,
that.
did you have surgery on your hands?
On my neck. On the back of my neck. On the spinal cord, to be specific. The bone around the spinal cord is very tight. So I needed surgery to open that up. I used to feel really hot in my body. I did not feel good. So the first surgery I had was on my neck, the back of my neck.
When you said that
And the second
sometimes you
surgery
do
was at my
some work
throat.
now around the house, what kinds of things are you doing? And what kinds of things are too hard for you to do? Do you do the laundry, for example?
I can't really do really hard work for long periods of time.
Well, I'm imagining that the only kind of work that you would be able to do would need to be something where you could sit or stand or rest whenever you decided that you wanted to. And maybe a total amount of work of 4 hours a day.
I feel like I could work more than 4 hours a day, but it really depends on my back. It's been really weak lately, so having to stand up and sit down over and over again is really tough on my back.
James, what you told me about your work history was that you worked for 30 years as an upholsterer. That's a long time. Wow. Do you miss working, or are you happy to be retired?
I don't really miss it that much. Sometimes I do miss work, but not really.
When you try to work, do you try to do some upholstery jobs?
Not often, but only for a short time. It's hard for me with my back, and I have to stop a lot and rest.
Have you ever taught another person how to do upholstery?
I knew two people that were learning. They were learning how to hammer, and there was some improvement with them. And they did some beautiful work.
I'm wondering if we could find a job for you as a teacher's aide in an upholstery school. And you would be the person that could help the students when they're running into some trouble and they need some tutoring help. There's a school in this town that has a number of deaf students who are learning upholstery. And I'm thinking that you could be a very good assistant to the teacher. And those jobs are about 4 to 6 hours at a time.
Do they
I think
speak
you
the
have
same
very
language?
beautiful language, and that the deaf students who are taking those classes would love to communicate with you in their first language of ASL.
Okay, yeah, that'd be fine.
Well, we'll have to look into it. I'm going to see about having one of the people that I work with make some phone calls, and I want you to make some TTY calls to all of the different campuses around this area and ask them if they have any openings for teachers' aides. You can let them know that you're working with DVR and that if you need to have an interpreter for any training time, the DVR will pay for that, unless the school can afford to do it themselves. So that'll be our next step, and let's get back together in about 3 weeks. And in the meantime, you think about what it would feel like if you were working, let's say 4 hours, 3 days a week, as a teacher's aide in a community college. And you just try to imagine how that would be for you.
I don't have a TTY. I'm not very good with a typewriter or a computer or anything like that. Maybe I could have someone help me.
I can send you to the Eastern Washington Center for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing, and they can get you hooked up with a TTY. And we can also have you work with the community.
I'm not very good with this language. My signing is very
I
bad.
have the feeling that some teacher a long, long time ago made you feel bad about your English. I think you are a very good communicator. I think you're a very successful communicator, James. And I've understood everything that you've said to me. And communication is not just the English language. And it's a struggle for anybody to talk in a language that's not their first language. So don't worry about that. If a TTY can help you and I to set up an appointment, then it's a good tool for us to use with each other. And I promise I will never criticize your English. So we'll work on those 2 tasks. The first task we'll work on is getting a TTY set up in your home and you taking some risk to feel a little more comfortable using that TTY with the darned English that it forces you to use. And I promise not to criticize you. And we'll make an appointment for our next time. And the second thing is, people in this office of DVR will make some phone calls and try to find out about some job openings for teachers' aides that have to do with upholstery and sewing. And you give some thought to how that'll work in your life, okay? And the next time we meet, it will be on the TTY, and we'll make an appointment with each other to get together, okay?
That's going to be hard typing for me.
Would you like to communicate using a letter? Writing a letter back and forth? Would you prefer that? But for me to tell you when I hear about a job, or for the boss to call you and offer you a job interview, how will that communication happen at your home, James? How will we let you know? I don't think the boss is going to show up at your front door.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, we'll talk about that again next time, okay? Thank you for coming in, James, and I look forward to seeing you again.